Okay, this video is for 7.5G, compositions. So over the past 2 weeks, we've talked about transformations such as reflections, rotations, and translations. And today we want to talk about compositions, which are a combination of two or more of these transformations at the same time instead of just one. So let's take a look at problem number 1. And in this section, it tells us that it wants us to take this point and rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. And then after we've done that, we'll take our new point and translate it 3 units to the left and 2 units up. So in order to do that, we take our original point, and to rotate it 90 degrees clockwise, we've learned this week that our original point, x comma y, gets mapped to our new point, which is our new x value becomes what our old y value was, and our new y value becomes what the opposite of our old x value was. In this case, 2, 5 becomes 5, negative 2. And that is our new point after we've rotated it 90 degrees clockwise. Now we want to take that point, that new point, 5, negative 2, and subtract 3 from the x value and add 2 to the y value. And that way we've translated it after we've rotated it. And that looks like this. 5, negative 2 becomes 5 minus 3, comma, negative 2 plus 2. Which then simplifies to 5 minus 3 is 2, and negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Take a look at our list, and that is choice B, 2, 0. So the point 2, 5, after rotating 90 degrees clockwise, and then translated 3 units left and 2 units up, becomes the point 2, 0. Now, let's take a look at a graph. Example 9, where it has shown, or it has drawn us, our original figure, a figure after 1 transformation, do that in red, and a figure after 2 transformations. We can tell that the original figure is underlined in black because A, B, and C have no apostrophe next to them. You can tell that the second figure is underlined in red because there's just one apostrophe. It's the A prime, B prime, and C prime. And the blue figure is A double prime, B double prime, and C double prime. So on this first line, we want to write what we had to do in order to get from our original figure to our A prime, B prime, and C prime figure. Now, the orientation of this triangle of our red figure has not changed. It's still facing the same way that our original figure was. So that makes me think that this is going to be a translation. And it looks like to get from A to A prime, we had to go to the right 4 units and down 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So this is a translation. This is a translation, and specifically it's a translation for right and for down. And then after that, the blue figure seems to be reflected over our x-axis. It looks like the x-axis is a mirror, and our figure with the A prime, B prime, and C prime has been flipped in order to get to A double prime, B double prime, and C double prime. So that is a reflection over the x-axis. All right, now let's look at one more problem. Let's take a look at 13. I'm going to help you find the coordinates of our composition and our two transformations, and then if you would like to add a graph to that, that's up to you. Our figure sits at 0, 0, negative 2, 3, and 2, 3. And our very first transformation is a translation where we add 2 to the x value and 4 to the y value. So adding 2 to 0 will give us 2. And adding 4 to 0 will give us 4. Adding 2 to negative 2 will give us 0. Adding 4 to 3 will give us 7. And adding 2 to 2 will give us 4. And adding 4 to 3 will also give us 7. So those are the coordinates after our first translation in the red. Now we need to take those and do a 180-degree counterclockwise rotation with each of those. Nice thing about 180-degree counterclockwise is it's the same as 180-degree clockwise. And what that looks like is this. We take our original x and y and map it to the opposite of x and the opposite of y. So we have to make both of our coordinates, our x and y points, in the red coordinates negative. So 2, 4 goes to negative 2, negative 4. 0, 7 goes to 0, negative 7. And 4, 7 goes to negative 4, negative 7. And now we've gotten all the coordinates of these two transformations.